All right, good morning, everyone. What's up, Harold? Yes, you do win. Congratulations. Yes, I sound like a 7-year-old smoker. I don't feel like one, though. NASDAQ got a decent move up, 1.28%. We'll see if it's a gap in crap or what happens here, but hopefully some kind of a bottom forming. Second mouse gets the cheese, Michael. I don't think so, buddy. That's not how it works in the mouse game. For me, I just woke up, buddy. I think you're the first person I've spoken to. Hold on a minute, guys. All right, I'm back. That's my son, Ethan. All right, let's get a couple up. So here's the thing, guys. I'm sure everybody here knows tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I will not be here tomorrow, but I would like to say Happy Thanksgiving. If you're not in the United States, Happy Thanksgiving. And I think the market is open half day on Friday, but I think I'm going to take Friday off from stocks. Double check the calendar here. Oh, looks like it's open full day Friday. Just Thanksgiving Day itself. Alright, I'll be here then. Screw it. Oh, yeah, it closes early on Friday. Yeah, it closes early on Friday. So, um, the day after Thanksgiving is one of the lightest volume days of the year, as well as the day after Christmas, which is also, I believe, or day before Christmas, I'm sorry, which is also a half day. And the week after Christmas as well is extraordinarily low volume. So, all right, so let's see here. We're at 6608. So we're up a little bit. Could just be a retracement, although we did barely poke. I'm not sure if we did poke over yesterday's high on this overnight session. Looks like we have not, so we'll see if this drops immediately from the open or how that plays itself out. All right, so let's check out some market movers this morning. We got Foot Locker up 15%. That's a good sign. BJ's up 8.67%. You never like to see that. Hey, babe. No. I was going to tell her the joke. Sphere Company. Yang. I think that's the bear. Yeah, bear 3 times Chinese shares. Looks like China's popping, which is what Yang would imply. I think it's Ying is the bull, or Yin. And Yang. No, that's not it. Huh. Anywho, looks like the Bears are taking on the chin on some of those index funds this morning. What's this one? LABD. Biotech bear, so biotech's coming back a little bit too as well. So that's good. Energy up 1.3, tech, financials. Those are good bull market sectors. All right. Put too much lemon in my tea this morning. All right, so let's get this over here. Let's get back to whatever it is the heck we're doing. What are we doing? Well, we know the market's kind of in shambles at this stage of the game. We're looking for another follow-through day. This one is a failed follow-through day. Now we have a new low, so we're looking for a second follow-through day. Is this an update because of the holiday, the back to bears next week? Definitely possible. Definitely is possible. A low volume float up. Yep, nothing to stop that from happening. So let's look at last year. So here's the weekly. So here's Thanksgiving week. You see the very low volume on Thanksgiving week. We don't have that this year. We have elevated volumes, as a matter of fact, through this week so far. And then you have Christmas right there. See the low volume on Christmas. Both of those are two of the lowest volume weeks for the year, if not traditionally the lowest volume weeks for the year. So, but last year the trend continued through the holiday. There is a chance that they use the opportunity to buy the stock market up to sell it off again. Always a possibility. Is it going to happen? Nobody knows. In 2015, I think it was 2015. Was it 2016? No. There was a rare third day follow through on the day after. No. And things just rocketed. It was the day after Christmas. It was a half day in the market. I think it was here. Yeah, maybe it was 2011. Maybe it was 2011. There was a rare. William O'Neill himself called a third day follow through, and then the market rocketed right after that. 3-day follow throughs are very, very rare. So let's see. Yesterday, today. So today would be day 1. The half day on Friday would be day 2. So we can't even get a third day follow through. It would have to come on Monday. So we'll see what we end up with. All right, market curling up here so far is pretty healthy. Hopefully that can maintain. You can see, go check out some of those pre-market movers. Let's go through the list. A bill. That's a interesting cup with handle right there. No major uptrend, so it technically would not be a cup and handle. Foot Locker, which was supposed to be doing better. Oh, what's up, Harold? Do we buy the dip? You can. I think you can take another small position down here. I have not done so yet. I thought about it yesterday. Yesterday was another high volume down day. Let's see, it's actually the third largest volume down day, and they appear to be getting slightly weaker, but doesn't quite mean we're done yet. Yeah, thanks, Eli. I don't know what it is. I had that comes oleanders yesterday before the power hour and the crypto power hour. Had a really bad allergic reaction. At least for me, it wasn't like hospitalized or anything, but had to go gargle and stuff. Then I was okay. Then I went back out there to finish up, and in the evening things got worse. And this morning I sound like this. So hopefully it's just allergies, but in my health, short my health. That's right. Short my health. By the bottom of my health. I like that. I'll show you what, Eli. I'm sure you've already got a death insurance policy out for me. They're cheap. Get $1 million policy on me, and that way when I die, you're like, oh well, at least I got $1 million. All right, let's keep going. So Foot Locker. Not sure if I touch Foot Locker here. Tandem, SA, KRO. B's on a China name. Ooh, big gap down there. QDDO. Diamond Offshore? It is Diamond Offshore. Look at that. NVTA. Only 2 shares of this one traded in the pre-market session. GLBS, yeah. Nothing really working on the positive side. Now on the negative side, there's Yang, which is a 3 times bear ETF, having a bad day, down 6.25%. So we'll see if that bodes well for the opposite. What is oh, it's YINN is the opposite. So this is the 3 times bull ETF on China. And then Yang is the 4 times bear ETF on China. Traders flock to Chinese leverage ETFs. Yeah, it looks that way here. Look at this, guys. Look at that volume down here. I'm sure if I had my volume aggregation tool, that would be negative. That would be neutral, positive, neutral. So, I don't know, maybe buy some yen if China's bottoming out. Got a whole like 400% up here to the all-time highs. or 170%. That doesn't sound right. Yeah, I guess it is. 18's almost 20. That's only 50. So, yep, a little overzealous. Yin doesn't look too bad right here. It is a little bit like catching a falling knife. But at the same time, yeah, we'll see if China gets good here. China gets good, man. Yin's going to be a good ETF to get into. Look, I'll take 170% in an asset any day of the week. But who says it gets back to the highs? If you look at it, that's just up to 50, which is here. It's been as low as 8, though. So, our market opens in 5 minutes. So far, we're not trying to crest over the high from yesterday, at least intraday. We had a higher high here, but the intraday yesterday right there, so far we're stopping at. Docky with an unexpected bounce. Yeah, a little bit, huh? A little bit. So no major news on Docu yesterday. Just a buying spree as it undercut a support level. Not sure if Docu has a high short float or not. Only 6% short float. It's not a high short float. That shouldn't be short covering. Actually, if you look throughout here, there was obviously the bout is selling right here, but it appears to be, this would be a pocket pivot. Right there, this one is on the fence. So technically, both of these would be pocket pivots. Early-ish accumulation signs. And we're starting a little pre-market mini sell-off here. We'll see how this goes. We need some. It's gonna be interesting from here on out. So you look at yesterday's action. We had quite a bit of volume in the early session. I mean, look at that compared to the previous day, and then volume just dried up significantly back towards normal levels. But here, all the volume, I won't say all the volume, but a good amount of the volume was to the buy side. We had a shakeout in the early morning. Then we had a rally. So we're having mixed volumes down here, but I think a failure to go lower ultimately is healthy. Whether it's indicative of the bottom is yet to be seen, but we have a sign of health down here as we overtook a prior low right there. On high volume, usually indicating finishing of that move, and now we get the bounce. Eli completely lost me on that one, my friend. Alright, market's going to open about 40 seconds, and looks like we're starting to get a little bullish. We're a little bearish. Now we're a little bullish. Volume not near as high as yesterday's pre-market. You can see we had volumes elevated there. We're not quite there here. Yeah, hopefully I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, tomorrow the stock market is closed, so we'll not be here tomorrow. Friday is a half day. I may join sometime on Friday, but maybe not for the open. I don't know. On the fence about that. The after holiday markets are just weird. So I may just call in sick. All right, so market open, got some green on the board, which is nice to see. We'll see if it's just a one-time thing or not. There's Foot Locker opening up there. We got here up 6.5%. Somehow finding a mini floor. Something like that. Oh, I talked about Red Dead. Well, yeah, no wonder I don't know about it. Actually, wife wants to do some renovation, so I will be doing drywall and paint over the next week. Nice to have a project. Alright, yeah, market so far not really rallying. CM, what do we have here? MDB holding up relatively well comparative to most of the market. Weibo. Yeah, not a lot of drywalling. It's just we're flattening the walls. They have a rough texture to them that I despise. MJ's having a little bit of a pop here, or the sector. MJ itself's only up 2.6%. MJ's been perfectly happy down on these lows here. I'm not super excited about that. All right, and there we go. Starting to break the intraday high of yesterday, so that's good. Maybe I should buy a little more here. Maybe I should have bought a little more yesterday, but I did not. At some point we're stopping, guys. At some point. Don't know when that's going to be, although I would like to leave some money on the table for some good options trades, but I won't put money on here. I'll probably wait for another follow through day that, like the follow through day that we had. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but I made a comment. And I said, well, that's just for stocks, Eli. I said I found nothing good to buy in the follow through day, and I didn't buy anything, and I guess that's indicative of the weakness of that follow through day. Yeah, clear reversal. Yeah, exactly, Eli. Looking for a little bit of clarity. We had a couple good signals the day before and the day of the follow through day, and it looked really close to a market reversal. Like in the back of my throat, I was kind of thinking, like I said, there's nothing to buy on the follow through day. Nothing looks set up. It's too close to the top for like a legit follow through day for how some of these stocks were rolling over. Even right now, it seems a little too, like you look at Amazon. We do have a double bottom in effect now. We talked a little bit about this yesterday. Look at that nice volume in Amazon closing towards the high. That could be really good, guys. Maybe we do have at least a bottom, maybe the bottom. We'll see. Amazon, like I said, looking good for a potential double bottom. Apple's a bit of a different story. I'm not really enthused with Apple's price behavior, with no sell-off initially and then exaggerated sell-offs later on. You can see the lack of strength in Apple yesterday. See it closed towards the low. That's because it had no prior area to accumulate. So what I was thinking yesterday, and I could have been dreaming this, I don't remember, is that we're going to be in probably a situation where we kind of have a split market. And Amazon and Apple, I think, could be the prime example of that. Apple here just looks like a pile of dog manure. Amazon looks like a much more healthy pile of dog manure. And this pile of dog manure, I mean, you can see the difference. The high volumes right here, some high volumes right there. There's they're picking at Amazon. They know the Amazon story's not done. They're not going to let this thing go down to like 800. They're probably going to want to pick it up beforehand. Apple, I'm not so sure on. So we could end up with a mixed market with certain stocks greatly outperforming. Indexes may be um, relatively flat, and when we finally get a full blown, full breadth rally, is when we'll see the indexes really get healthy again. But we may see a split market, and Apple and Amazon are kind of a good indication of that. I mean, right now you got Amazon up 3%, you got Apple up 1.5%. So definitely some differences there. That's kind of what I would anticipate happening from here on out, because we're just really overextended. I mean, Apple's basically doubled over the past 2 years. 120 to 240 pullback is definitely warranted. Amazon, I think, has even done better than that in 2 years, gone from 800 to 2,000, so a little bit better than that. Now you're seeing some selling here. Again, the mixed market environment. So with yesterday, us undercutting the lows, again, we're on a wait for a fall through day, looking for 4 days, which is at a minimum Tuesday. So as long as we don't undercut, I really don't care what it does, to be honest with you, as long as we don't undercut. I don't like the immediate sell-off right after we poke over that high. That's not healthy action. I would like us to get above yesterday's high. That would be ideal. Doesn't look like it's happening so far. That would have to take us to 66.78 or something like that. Looks like we're probably going to undercut again. Overnight trend line's not always the most valid, but it's a futures market, so you can at least draw them with some validity. Overnight session with stocks are much more low volume than futures. Futures trade 24/7, so they'll trade these in Europe and China, so on and so forth. So, I'm going to take this off of 50. I really don't want to harp on the intradays. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to harp here for a minute. I want to see what the volume's like. So we're about half of yesterday. So we're definitely going to be lower volume than yesterday from what it appears right now, which is fine if this were to be a bottoming candle. Hey guys, I think I'm going to take off a little early here. Just want to give my throat a rest, drink this tea, and chillax a minute. Now, if this trend line breaks on the 15-minute, I would really wait to see for some further downside action. Find out where we bottom. Maybe we find support here at the 65.12, but hopefully we can have a very mute day today. We haven't had too many of those. A couple over here, like one day over here and like one day over here. Haven't had too many muted days. Ideally, like a bounce and then some muted days, because some muted days from here would put it a bear flag, but it kind of is what it is. Like I said yesterday, there was like one bullish scenario I can see out of yesterday, and probably today as well, like 3 bearish scenarios. So odds are not in our favor, but it is what it is. So honestly, too many questions coming through. I think everyone is kind of on the same page. We're waiting for a fall through at this stage in the game. Would like Amazon to start leveling out here. That would be, I think, pretty good. And same with some of the other names. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, guys, I'm gonna go relax my throat here a little bit. I'll see you guys We'll see how I feel Friday. Friday's a half day. Yeah, waiting to do nothing exactly. So if you guys want to, maybe put an alert down here at 65.50 if you guys want to be alerted to an impending sell-off. But other than that, yeah, that's about it. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go rest my throat. I'll I'll see you guys Monday for sure. Um, Friday is iffy right now. Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens at the end of the day today. But look out for streams coming out forward. All right, guys, have a good one.